Hey everyone, it's Wally Dellenbach, and today this is a bass drum I'm putting together. It's an amber, it's what's called an amber starlight. It's from RCI. It's 16 inches deep by 26 inches in diameter, and I've got two acrylic bass drum hoops with it, and it's all drilled for Ludwig. I mean, authentic Chicago Ludwig. And RCI shells, of course, are made in Bridgeport, Connecticut, United States of America. And one of the cool things about RCI is, say you want to start, you want an acrylic kit. It's really easy to attain if you even do it just one shell at a time. So, I mean, that's very doable. And that's how I've done one kit. It was one shell at a time because that's what I could afford. So, anyway, long story short here is that what RCI will do for you is they'll drill to whatever you want, whatever kind of hardware you want, even their own. So this one, of course, I'm a big Ludwig fan, just bleed blue and olive, and RCI, in my opinion, and they make the best acrylic shells, hands down, in the world, at least in the United States for sure. Anyway, enough said on that. Anyway, some of the details about this, it's a Maxwell rail, and it's a reproduction of the Ludwig rail mount. I've got a bass drum cymbal mount. I've got the large arch spurs. The nice thing about it, if you like the 5/16 spurs, you could put those in. I've got some, but I just think the half-inch spurs look more heavy duty. The bass drum cymbal mount, as I mentioned. The only thing about, and I've got no problem with putting a hot dog and the bass drum cymbal mount on it. Just be sure all the hardware is tightened. One thing that you want to make sure certain of is that on your bass drum cymbal mount, that the eyelet that holds the L-arm in the housing, the classic housing, make sure that it's knurled, or it's what's called broached, and then make sure you have a memory lock for your bass drum cymbal mount as well. That'll keep it from falling over. That's probably your biggest concern with a bass drum cymbal mount on an acrylic bass drum. Okay, and it's drilled for large classic lugs. I got those all cleaned up. Classic T's and claws. This is all 1970 Chicago hardware there on the left-hand side. The really cool thing about RCI shells, outside of the superior quality, the shells are formulated acrylic. They're made for acrylic drums, unlike other competitors' import shells that are just what's called, what's the word? I want to say project acrylic is the name for it. Okay, so RCI's acrylic is formulated to have 100% workability, where like project acrylic has like 30% workability when we're talking about thermoforming. Okay, so finally here, the badge. It's a Chicago badge, it's a pointed badge, and it's in the right placement per 1970 specs. With RCI, you can just do, the sky's the limit on what you want, and that's the cool thing about it. So if you have like an old set of Ludwigs that's just sitting around and you really like it in your back of your mind, you can go and you can order a set of shells and swap the hardware out, if that's what you want. Just tell Romano what you want to do. Romano Catone at RCI. So I'm looking forward to putting this thing together and giving it a whirl. So everybody be cool. Take care. Thanks for watching the videos. And RCI, I stand by them, and I just think they have a great product. So everybody be cool. Bye.